again. This is, I'm going to do Loch Eck up in the Highlands of Scotland. And this is with the large height brush. I'm just putting on a very weak raw sienna wash. Clean the brush, and I'm doing a bit of light red, ultramarine, a bit more than that I think. Want a bit more blue. Bit of a alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, hanging it from the side as well. I was trying to be a bit too deliberate there. I think I just seem to work better when I just don't think about it too much. Just get on with it. Just a little dip in the water just to bring the hairs back together. That's Payne's grey, bit of alizarin crimson. Bit of ultramarine as well in the mix. I think for a nice bit of light, this is going to be the water, the bottom third of the picture. So this will be the sort of light reflecting from the sky. So I'm going to go light red, ultramarine, bit of a alizarin crimson as well. I'm just going to pop some little clouds in. The Payne's grey there just to darken it up a bit. Put some of that colour into the water. A little bit on this side as well. Put up there. Remember, they go sort of narrower and narrower as they get nearer the horizon, just to help push them right back into the distance. Bit of tissue, look for a few little clouds, mist. Whoops. Is that lined up? Yeah, that's close enough, I think. Clouds up there as well. Paper stretched a little bit, so I'm just going to pull it tight. Clouds here and there. A bit reflected in the water. And then, without putting any more paint on the brush, just sort of diluting what's already there, just putting the faintest of the hills, mountains on the horizon. Like that. And just pop down a little reflection while I'm there. And some on this side as well. Pull down the reflection. Right, I'm doing a bit stronger now. A bit more paint. I'm just going to get raw sienna, alizarin crimson, a bit of ultramarine. That was a bit too blue. Let's give it right there. reflection as well. And there's another one over the other side on the left hand side there. There we go. And the land coming down here like that. And pulling down the reflection. Well, I've got the colour on my brush. And there's a few trees in front of that, so I'm just going into lemon yellow. Lemon yellow, Payne's grey. And again, all the colours on the brush, just pull it down. Also just see a few little trees there. Pull down the reflections. We're not doing off into the distance. Now over on this right hand side, we've got, I'm just going to go into raw sienna. This hair goes really sticky. Something like that. Underneath, the burnt umber, the ultramarine. And then above that we've got a few trees now, some big tall trees going right up. And we'll start with the biggest ones. Right here. So I've got the reflection in while I'm doing it. And what I'll do, switch to the rigger brush, put in some smaller twigs and branches and that sort of stuff. And then what I'll do is, most of the paint I'll just sort of swish it around like that. It's like a massive twigs and branches and whatnot. Don't forget the reflections. You can slow down a bit if you like and do it a bit more deliberately if you like. But then clean the height brush, want it nice and dry. I'm just squeezing all the water out of it and stuff it up. And it's going to lemon yellow, ultramarine, lemon yellow, a bit of Payne's grey. Bash those leaves in. Get those reflections as well. Lemon yellow, Payne's grey, a bit darker. And the brush's got to be fairly dry when you're doing this, otherwise you'll just block it straight in. I could do with I'm just going to make sure this paper's flat against this board. And then what I might do is put a little boat on the horizon somewhere. Just gives like a little focal point. So I'm just going to, where shall I go? I'm just going to make sure I got my tissue ready. Just find a nice clean part of the tissue, and then just save somewhere about there. And what I'm doing is using a clean damp brush just to take out the shape of the sail, basically just like a triangle shape. I've done that a little bit bigger than I intended to, but never mind. Because the tone's quite weak, it's not standing out too much, but I might get away with it. Yeah, I think you can still see that boat pretty well. Don't forget the reflection. Put the little bottom in there. Up in the sky we got a two little birds. And then finally, I'm just going to stick my name in the corner. I'm going to call this one finished. So let's see what it looks like with the mount on. So here's our mounted painting. So if we go and have a closer look at it. Sky is predominantly a bit of raw sienna to start off with, and then a bit of ultramarine and alizarin crimson in there, Payne's grey. Tried to sort of get this light reflection into the water. And then once I'd finished the sky, I didn't put any more paint on, but I put these ones on. Very, very light in tone, to sort of push them right back towards the horizon. Next layer goes on a little bit with a stronger paint mix to make it look as if they're sort of coming towards us. Same with this one up here, as the land slopes upwards. And then each time I put an element in, I just pull down the reflection into the water. Again, same on this side, just pull it down. Same with these trees there. Pop them in, that was sort of lemon, yellow, Payne's grey, dark green mix, and just pulled straight back down. Likewise with these more distant trees. And we just use a chisel aid to put these tree trunks in, then a little bit of rigger work, just the odd trunk here and there, and then a dry height brush, just to put in all these leaves. And then remembering to just everything you do, just reflect below, to give the impression of water. And then finally just got our little boat, simply just took out with a damp rigger brush and a bit of tissue. So that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Any questions please ask, and I'll see you again soon.